Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a matchup today where the focus will be on the passing game. The Jags are top 10 in defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Broncos, who will need to solve that secondary.
Larry, first opened in 1995. There's a look inside Everbank Field here in the River City of Jacksonville, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd down following the run. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something?
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Newton. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, it's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Second down following the incompletion. To throw again. Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Newton throwing again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain. Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. The shotgun snap for Newton. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 14. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Newton now to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Newton. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Andy Janovich, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are in for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll set up a throw. Being chased out left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Got some real estate inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gano for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. And the Jaguars send out their punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken around the 12. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's going to go down again. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. 3rd and long, it's Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lewis. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
They'll look to throw here. Steps away to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Von Miller in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 23. hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Gun. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 22. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Room here to run. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
All right, here we go. Back there in that Philly. Here we go.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit for Todd Bowles. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's Newton now on second down. Throw left side complete. That's Lewis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So the offense has it first and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
On second down, here's Newton. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. So the offense lining up first and 10. Throwing again is Newton. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Again, Newton. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room as we send you downstate to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Room to run past midfield. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Over the middle, complete. That's Lewis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to have a third down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, being on second half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, hurry up.
A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. DeMarcus Walker in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jarrell Casey in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And the Jaguars send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And he is out of bounds all the way up at midfield. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Going to give this time to the tailback. Finding room inside the 40. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now it's Newton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw on second down. Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Second down following the run. On play action, they'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. They go play action here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Back now in Jacksonville, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Second down and just one. Here's Newton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Newton. Escape. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dante Fowler. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Fournette running right. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Jaguars on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And an alley to run. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. So we've got a 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got room to run past the 20. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They run the counter now on first down. Spinning away. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got room. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there with his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they will not It's incomplete. The Tide Bulls tried it, went for it, but it didn't pay off. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Fourth quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
It'll be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Newton now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke, but then quickly taken down. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And this looks to probably be the final play. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard, you're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Broncos, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll be back home next week.